SmackDown Live is in Cincinnati, Ohio tonight. And this is the go home show to Clash of Champions, which is on Sunday. That show will be in Boston. So the go home show, it feels like forever since a pay-per-view. And I don't even think this pay-per-view is necessary. I don't think they should even do the show. I think it's just a meaningless throwaway pay-per-view. Shows like these suck. These are the worst kinds of pay-per-view. It's just a nothing show. It's sandwiched in between two major shows that 4 weeks after Survivor Series. And still 6-7 weeks before the Rumble. Still so much time before the Royal Rumble. It's crazy. There's nothing going on right now. So this is the kind of show that's just sandwiched and, it's just a throwaway show. It's just a show just to have one. I'm just not looking forward to it. So I think the whole theme of the show is going to be Occupy SmackDown. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are wearing yep shirts, mocking Daniel Bryan's yes shirts. Those old school shirts from 2012 when he first started doing the yes chant. He used to make the yes shirts and the no shirts. And I guess they're gonna try and replicate that. Shane McMahon, I don't think is gonna be on the show tonight. So yeah, that's how the Owens and Zayn start, and then AJ Styles comes out. Gets a big pop, talks about how this is the house he built, then he's interrupted by the Singh brothers, and the comedy here is fucking atrocious. It is not funny. I think anyone who laughs is fucking should just shoot themselves. This was fucking horrible. This is unbearable. It's embarrassing to be a wrestling fan when you see stuff like this. It is fucking abysmal. It was garbage. It was shit. They're talking about kissing Jinder's toe, and it's just fucking disgusting. I think to myself, only Vince would find this shit funny. It's just fucking horrible. Jinder Mahal gets jobbed out in India by Triple H. I don't like Jinder, but that's bullshit. He has no business losing to Triple H in India. They spent all this time trying to open up the market in India, and then they finally create their Indian superstar, who's a terrible champion. But the champ on the title, the WWE Championship, on 6 months. For 6 months, he's the champ. Goes into India, his home country, is going to be this hero, and he loses to Triple H. All that stuff. It just tells you they don't care about anyone. They just care about Triple H and Brock and Cena and Undertaker and whatever other legend they get for WrestleMania. That's all they care about, is just these building up these big giant names for WrestleMania. They don't care about their young talent. They're just going to bury everybody. That's so stupid. So they're taking the censure with the Singh brothers. AJ beats up the Singh brothers, and Jinder leaves, and that's the match. I'm afraid Jinder's going to win. I just have a feeling he's winning that belt back. I hope not, but I think he might. So up next, it's Charlotte and Ruby Riott. The Riott Squad is terrible. Absolution is fucking horrible. I hate both teams. Both these teams are terrible. It's a parody. It's like they're the same thing. Why are they doing this with the women? They're legitimately doing the same storyline with the women, and they're just awful. It's just terrible. Why? I mean, the exact same thing. You have Ruby Riott's the goth chick. She's like Paige. You have Liv Morgan's the hot blonde like Mandy Rose. And then Sarah Logan is the awful talker and kind of the badass enforcer of the group like Sonya Deville. Just, oh my god. Anyway, Charlotte and Ruby. Natalya interferes and attacks Charlotte after the match. And then after that, the Riott Squad attacks Natty, and they just beat the hell out of Charlotte. They look like they're going to do that steel step spot they did to Naomi a couple weeks ago. But then Naomi comes back. She comes out, beats up Charlotte, saves Charlotte. She saves her, beats up the Riott Squad, takes them out. So I guess the Riott Squad and Absolution both get their comeuppance. Because then after that, you had Lana and Carmella and Tamina all beat up the Riott Squad. It's the exact same thing they did on Raw. They did the exact same thing last night. You had all the Absolution, and you had, Sasha and Alexa and Bayley and all of them, Dana, Brooke, and all of them come out to beat them up. They did the same thing last night. It's incredible. It's like they're parroting each other. Oh my god. Yeah, both these gimmicks suck. Absolution sucks, and the Riott Squad is even worse. So you have Daniel Bryan backstage. You have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn both pushing the Yep movement, and they place a banner on Daniel Bryan's desk. I'm guessing Daniel Bryan's going to help him win at the pay-per-view. I think they're going to attack. I think it'll be a thing when Shane will have the big ref spot. I mean, it's Shane in a ref spot. He'll probably make it dramatic. He'll probably like jump off the top rope through the announce table or something to make it dramatic because he's Shane. And then I think Daniel Bryan will put on the referee shirt and count the pinfall for like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That's what I think is going to happen. So they talk to him backstage. Then Bobby Roode's out for commentary for Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler. God help us. So it looked like they let that fat guy, Baron Corbin, is actually not wearing his shirt. They usually make him wear a shirt because he's out of shape. But, yeah, this guy sucks. So Bobby Roode beat the shit out of them both. It's a triple threat match. Corbin's retaining at the pay-per-view. That match sucks. Don't care about that. But Bobby Roode came and laid them both out after the match, or during the match, so it ends in a DQ. So, like, they did this thing where Breezango and the Bludgeon Brothers, they're having a match at the pay-per-view. We know how that's going to end. But I guess that's a match now, and the Bludgeon Brothers are out, Harper and Rowan. So they beat up local talent, but I think one of them might have been Colin Delaney. If you know who Colin Delaney is, he was on ECW, WWE's ECW back in 2008. He was released in like 6 months. He was a nobody. I remember him being around the same time as Braden Walker. That was a weird time in the we had some really bad guys. Some huge wrestlers became complete bums around that time. I think that might have also been the time of Kazarni too. Man, that was a bad period. Yeah, that was Kazarni time. Yeah, anyway, it looked exactly like Colin Delaney. So KO and Sammy are out for their Occupy SmackDown. They're talking about the Yep movement. You get the Yep chants. And then Daniel Bryan comes out and he teases he's going to join him. And then what he says is he cuts a really good promo. And I really wish I like when Daniel Bryan talks about that period in his career. You know, in WrestleMania 30, the journey to that show, and he won the title. And that period, you know, seeing him win the title, kind of got me back into wrestling for a while. I thought that was a really cool moment in WWE, really cool time 4 years ago, or almost 4 years ago. Man, time flies. That's been 4 years since Daniel Bryan wins the title at WrestleMania 30. And yeah, and he's talking about how, you know, 4 years ago, it was never about me, it was about them, which was true. It was always about the fans. It was about him, it was about the fans wanting him to succeed. So I kind of missed that, you know. I really missed that Monster Daniel Bryan video package with that song Monster. I thought that was so fitting for him. Those are some good memories. Yeah, I missed that period in wrestling, and that's not a good year or anything in 2014, but that was a cool part, seeing him, his journey to WrestleMania that year. The fans getting him in the main event with Batista coming back and seeing him win the title. I know he's talking about that. And then, you know, it ends up, he's saying he's gonna call it fairly, and him and Shane have each other's backs, and now he's a second special guest referee. So, as I predicted, that's what's gonna happen. Daniel Bryan's gonna help KO and Shane. He won't help him win, but they'll win, and he'll count the fall, and Shane will probably get laid out in the match. That's how I see it going. You have Rusev and Aiden English in the ring together, and I don't really care about this. A lot of people are digging Rusev Day. I keep hearing tweets, Rusev Day. I just don't care. So you had them go up against the Usos. They were in the ring. They had a decent match. They got the win. Aiden English and Rusev got the win there. So I don't know if it's a tag title match at Clash of Champions. I haven't even looked at the card one time. I just have not been focused at all on this pay-per-view. I don't even care about this pay-per-view at all. I don't even want to watch it. I might not even watch it. So you had Jinder Mahal and the Singh Brothers attack AJ Styles backstage in the back. I just hope AJ retains. I can't take another Mahal title reign. Please, God, no, not another Jinder Mahal title reign. God damn it, no. So you had not Shinsuke Nakamura and Randy Orton in the ring. They're a tag team now. Well, they're having a tag match. They're being interviewed and by Renee Young, and Renee asked Randy Orton something. I don't remember what he says. Then she asked Nakamura, and he says, "Yep." Similar to like how Owens and Zayn's new catchphrase is out. So, main event, Shinsuke Nakamura and Kevin Owens. Daniel Bryan's on commentary. He's talking a lot. He's talking about him, you know, his relationship with Shane. I don't know. It's not going to be Daniel Bryan and Shane at WrestleMania. I just don't see it. I can't see it. I can't see Daniel Bryan ever being cleared. But they're really building towards a match. It's weird. It's like, you know, he's not wrestling anymore. But at the same time, they're building towards a match. If you know anything about wrestling, this is the build towards a match. Maybe he gets cleared. You never know. Never say never. But like, it's like a 95% chance I'd say no, because of the lawsuit, and Dr. Maroon, their doctor, won't clear him. It's just a whole mess. So Owens and Zayn are having a match, and the referee gets out, and Daniel Bryan puts the ref shirt on, and Kevin Owens pins Nakamura. They pin Nakamura yet again. I think they've almost killed him. He's not over anymore. He's not even getting a big reaction anymore. They ruined his entrance. His entrance is nothing now. I hate it. Kevin Dunn sucks. He's the worst. He took away all the entrance. The entrance in NXT was so much better. He's losing almost all his momentum. I think it's almost a wrap. It's just didn't work out. They didn't push him right. The English barrier was a problem. Having him loose in Jinder Mahal was a problem. And, looks like didn't work out. Kevin Owens wins. Sami Zayn interfered. Owens got the pop-up powerbomb, so Owens and Zayn win. And after the match, Renee Young interviews them. And they look like complete geeks, and they're, Owens is saying something, kisses Zayn on the cheek, and then they keep going to yep-thing, and Sami Zayn showing his belly when he does the yep thing. It's fine. Well, it's point to pin Nakamura again cleanly in the middle of the ring, but I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with him. But SmackDown, the main event really is the tag match. What's going to happen? Daniel Bryan, is he going to turn? That's really the main event. I'm not looking forward to that show at all.